I rushed home and there was a raccoon incident and I had to deal with that. And then I was so stressed I couldn't remember my password on my computer.
This is exactly why Shane is a part of the team because you said we've been doing this for what 45 seconds and you've already said Raccoon Incident. I'm Dan.
Oh, I'm Sarah.
Yeah, we haven't missed a beat. This is awesome. This is formerly the Hate Locker podcast. We got a new name. We got a lot of new stuff. We've been gone a while. We got a lot of new stuff going on. We're going to tell you about it right now. First of all, new name just dropped. Welcome to our new podcast called What the Hell is Your Problem? We're going to talk about
what the hell?
Yeah, what the hell is your problem?
What the hell?
Well,
What the
same sort of thing as before. We're going to talk about all the trivial things that we all love to hate with a passionate, fair vigor. But we want to know what your problem is, and maybe we'll solve a few. Who knows? And so, to help us solve problems and take us through the trials and tribulations of life, we've added a third. We've added a third to our podcast.
This is so exciting.
This is very exciting. We're now a trio of hosts. We've had him on a bunch of times and we love him so much and we get so much good feedback. You are?
And he's been at live shows.
He's been at all of our live shows.
All of our live shows. I think you're right.
Friend of the show.
Friend of the shows. Shane Priestley. Welcome permanently, Shane Priestley.
Thank you guys from saving me from rock bottom career.
Just in time.
Finally an opportunity.
We pulled him out of the gutter. We pulled the gun out of his mouth, and he's here. He's here all the time. So
it was like one day away, away from working at V Lounge.
Oh, yeah.
Now here I am.
V Lounge is the only bar in the city of Victoria that has metal detectors.
Not anymore. They don't have that kind of money anymore.
We got wood detectors now.
So happy to be here.
Yeah, we're happy to have you, man. So forgive us as we fumble through. This is our first episode since August 15th, almost to the day, 10 days, 2 years ago. It has been 2 years since we have done this podcast, and we got a guest. We're throwing caution to the wind. You'd think we might do a warm-up episode with just us. Nope, not here. Not at this professional podcast called What the Hell is Your Problem? We have a guest. Our guest is one of my favorite people, one of the funniest people I've ever met. He's an incredibly talented comedian, podcaster, all sorts of wonderful things. Paul Oppers, man, how you doing?
Oh, hey, hi, everybody.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I hate so many things, and what the fuck is everybody's problem? We created this podcast, right?
Yeah, you're built for this.
Yeah. Hey guys, welcome back, Sarah.
Thanks. It's great to be back.
Yeah, I thought so.
An outlet for my anger.
Why Shane?
Right. It's because nobody has a life as weird as Shane's. Nobody's yeah.
I have a window into Shane's life. I'll say nobody's life is as interpreted as weird as Shane. His filter, like he could look at any one of our lives and it would come out a weird Shane life. That's what I'll say.
I think you're right, but also like this is a man who had a job doing pet portraits at a Walmart and he didn't know how to draw. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, what I mean, like take a dive in the deep end. Like, Dan allowed me to book the first guest, the gay Unabomber. And
Hey, you got my package yet, Shane? You got my package yet?
That was a bunch of sparkles on my floor.
Paul, you're part of you were part of a show many years ago called Come and Play with Ryan and Chris.
Oh man, what a show!
What a show. It was a variety show of sorts, a comedic variety show. You were
Hamster.
DJ Hamster. You wore a hamster costume. It was
DJ Dr. Peepers.
DJ Dr. Peepers. That's what it was.
Right.
Yes, of course. This show, I don't know. I was just one of the guys that you did the show with, Christopher Vickers. We were chatting the other day, and I always wondered something, and I finally got to bring it up with him. I did stand-up comedy for my first time on that show.
Yes, you did twice.
Well, the second time I played a character, I was the internet, and I wore like a green coat. But I was asked to do that show under the theme of the show being first times, and I had talked about doing stand-up for a long time, and Chris Vickers was like, do you want to do it for your first time? And I said yes. And then I said, how long do I tell jokes for? Like, I didn't even know the terminology, I was like, how long do I go? And he was like, 15 minutes. And I was like, oh. yeah. I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, cool, okay. And then afterwards I was like, that feels like a long time. Like, I didn't know how long it was. And I
probably felt longer than that.
Yeah, it was. I wrote like a whole thing, and then I read it. Like,
that was written?
So
Where was this show?
It was at the Copper Owl.
I think I was there. I think I was in the audience.
Sarah,
yeah. That was a wild time. I was not expecting all the things that took place that evening.
And Chris Vickers,
you've done unexpected things.
Paul just pulled out a slide whistle. I would have
built them back because that won't read on audio medium.
Yeah.
It sounds like someone had a nose whistle.
I think you'll be able to watch it too. But I also would have guessed that you would have pulled the slide whistle out more like halfway into this podcast. So that also happened.
You said unexpected. I was waiting. It was in my lap.
It had to happen, dude. That show.
Sorry, go ahead.
Chris Vickers' girlfriend heckled me through that whole show.
Yeah.
Talia, who is to this day banned from watching me do stand-up comedy live. It was not the.
She's banned from a lot of things, and
it was not. We're dear friends, and I'll joke about it right to her face. I mean, you're not allowed. Like, you're not welcome. She can't.
No, yeah. One and done.
So the point is, I finally asked Chris Vickers a few weeks ago. I was like, did you do that on purpose? Did you give me 15 minutes as a joke? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, that was crazy, dude. You guys are rascals. Were you in on this?
No, I don't think. I mean, I'd like to say, yeah, that we had this idea, but I think we were just trying to fill time. And then Chris told you, however, I don't remember you doing 15. That seems insane.
I have a video of it. It happened.
Is it 15 minutes long?
It is
awful.
Yeah, it was.
Were you part of the robed people that came in from the street? Marines and such?
No. I'm I was the class hamster DJ. Right. So I would have been running the soundboard.
You're in the video because my mic died halfway through, and then you had to end your.
Yeah. I was also audio. There's so many things. It was a multi-talented crew.
May I say my favorite Paul bit from Come and Play was the audience plant, which is a plant, a literal plant that they would put in the audience. And then Paul ran away and did a voice for a plant sitting there.
I would say not an appropriate voice. It was not an appropriate voice.
Did you give the plant an accent?
Yeah, it was sort of an accent. It was not good.
Green face?
I was in a bit of a green face, a little bit of a green face. I still have that plant. I didn't kill it yet. It's one of the plants.
Wasn't someone on stage during comedy and then he did the voice like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, possibly.
And then the spotlight just went on a plant that was sitting on a chair.
Audience plant. And it was the audience plant, yeah. It was that so show funny. Was ahead and behind its time. It's like that show was amazing. There's so many of my favorite like Victoria performers,
Sean O'Hara started out on that show with
that's where that's the first time. That's why he created that Brad Gooseberry character. Is now one of my favorites.
No way, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Man, you guys should bring it back.
It was chock-a-blocks. We tried once to bring it back for when trees. You remember when the motorcycle gang that had a weed store ran?
Yes.
Yeah.
I did stand up in there one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had a venue space. We tried to do a 420 comeback special with Come and Play with Ryan and Chris, and it was a flop, and we swore we'd never do it again.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, you do have a very successful show now. Your podcast's wildly successful.
Wildly successful.
Wildly successful. Yeah, dude.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
About lore. Tell us about it.
Yeah. It's a wildly successful show. We just launched another show that we've been releasing as a bonus episode. I don't know. It's there's 4 of us: Sean O'Hara and Jessica Ty and Abdul Aziz, and it's like a comedy fantasy podcast. It's like by best friends starring best friends, dick jokes with just a little bit of dice. It's like a D&D style comedy improv podcast. I don't know. It's really fun.
It's great.
Yeah. We built the studio downtown. We have an audio studio. We might record you guys. We might help produce this show there. So.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Yes.
A real life studio. And you can look in each other's faces and like actually be in the same room.
I would love that.
And it would sound good. Not that this doesn't sound good.
Yeah, it would sound great. I'm sure, this probably will sound terrible, I'm sure. But that is tradition on our show.
Right.
Can I just show?
Yeah. Oh, Sarah got a real mic. Wow.
Deal, we're really moving up.
It's secretly a cup.
Is it turned on?
Yeah.
That's when y'all can.
Yeah. Hey, y'all,
Yeah,
man.
microphone right here. Here it is. There we go.
Sounds good to me.
What are you sipping on? What's everybody drinking? What do we got?
I got blackberry bubbly.
Right on. Sarah's got a glass of Hey Y'all in a wine glass.
It's mixed with Diet Pepsi.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's like my own version of a Long Island iced tea.
You're drinking Hey Y'all with Diet Pepsi?
Hey, that's reasonable. What are you drinking?
You're drinking what? I'm drinking water.
Oh, water. Get them, guys. Water.
Ew, tastes like my mouth. Shane's not drinking anything. Shane's vaping. What flavor are you hitting, Shane?
I got mango in here, and then I found this Sunsetter beer under my seat.
Ooh, those are the best beers.
It's like,
Beers.
In your car?
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
That's a good look.
Well, every time we come back from like a camping thing, there's always like, mishaps underneath.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good
That
call.
happened today.
Great. So,
Yeah.
Can we ask Shane about his raccoon incident that made him late?
yeah. Shane, let's kick things off here and you can tell us about your raccoon incident.
Well, it's a bit of an
Right.
ongoing saga, and as the listeners know and my fans know, I have a dog that's I'm trying to learn because I've never had a big dog, and I thought when we adopted her, like just a little backstory, when we adopted her, I thought it was a Jack Russell, but it turned out to be a giant dog, and she's part Doberman, and
A Jack Russell with huge paws. We were like, wait a second, Shane. Their paws are huge.
That's not what I'm talking about.
she looked
They
like this
grow
big.
into they grow into their paws. But
Paul, this is what I'm talking about. Shane's life is that he thought he bought a terrier and got a Doberman. This is what I
a
mean.
Mexican Doberman pinscher. She's
Yeah.
huge.
Huge.
Nothing is
Much like-
ever what it's supposed to be. It always ends up in some sort of calamity, and it's the best. So what happened? Okay.
Yeah, so like I just came home and I had enough time to like sit down for a minute and just like go over my like hateful comments, and then there's this raccoon. It's an ongoing saga. This raccoon is like living in the tree above our bedroom window,
Amazing.
and it keeps crawling down and just staring in the window
Wow.
to make the dog upset, and she goes insane, and then she stands like above our bed and looks and like goes aggressively after it, and it's like I have to wrestle her to the ground to get her away from the raccoon. That's pretty much it. It's like it's pretty bad because it sometimes happens when we're sleeping, and
Oh my God. What a
Or,
Why
like,
don't you get
laying on
blinds?
my face and stuff.
When do you get blinds?
Yeah, blinds.
Curtains.
Like
With
blood.
all of that, actually.
tinfoil over the window even.
Tinfoil.
No way he doesn't. No way he doesn't.
Tinfoil.
Already have
Right.
tinfoil over at least one of his windows.
Yeah. Yeah, it's because I believe 9/11 was an inside job. That's it. But I don't think I don't know. I think I'm just, gonna walk, but that's what added some time on my thing, and I also, had some other incidents, but it was funny.
So
They
you
won't.
were
Oh.
So you were wrestling your dog to the ground so it would stop barking at a raccoon. That's why you were late.
Yeah.
I would
It sounds
pay,
fake.
I would pay money to watch your life.
No, you wouldn't.
I think it would be exhausting.
Yeah.
The Benny Hill music is playing like 50% of the time.
But at half speed.
Well, I was already like kind of in like a bad mood because I was away this weekend in Soup, like at this Airbnb, and it was kind of raining all weekend, and I didn't, go outside. And then today it was raining, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna put my rain pants on, like over my shorts, and I put it on. And as soon as I walked outside, it stopped raining, and then everyone made fun of me. I was there like, you idiot, the sun's coming out. Why are you wearing rain pants? And I just got the confidence to start wearing rain pants.
Oh man.
Oh,
Dane, were you wearing a rain jacket or just the rain pants?
Just the rain pants.
Yeah, there you go. There you go, buddy.
did you have a shirt on, or were you like?
Yes, I had a
Yes.
sock on.
The opposite of Winnie the Pooh in the rain.
I wear a shirt whether it's land or sea, no matter what.
Shane would never have his shirt off in public. There's zero such.
No, Paul took me to the water slides, and
Yeah.
I got the confidence enough to like rip them. Yeah, I wasn't scared though, like the whole time.
It wasn't a situation where like you went down the slide in your shirt and you hit a dry spot and ripped the shirt off your body and then used it. Bam, bam, where'd it go?
Like,
Well, I was
a rapper.
I was nervous because I went to the water slides in Victoria, and this is the one in Vancouver, which I've never been to before Paul invited.
Splashdown. Shout out to our
Splashdown.
sponsor.
Big splash band.
Shout out to our
Yeah.
sponsor, Splashdown Water
Yeah.
Park.
And super great. It's so fun, but I was scared because the one in Victoria, when I was younger, I wore my shirt and then I got stuck on one of the slides because the shirt created friction. And then I looked up at the whole line of people while I put myself down the slide. Like, it was so embarrassing. Paul had to convince me and lie to me about how fun it was, and then I went.
For you, Sarah.
You gotta love the skin you're in, Shane. Just love the skin you're in.
Sarah, is there anything like in the last 2 years you feel like is like really important that we need to let the viewers, listeners hear about? I can't remember. I don't know what the fuck happened.
I don't have anything in the last years, but I have something from this week.
The dog didn't turn out to not be a drug mule. I was wrong about all that.
But I think I think we covered that. I think she was not a drug
Did
mule.
we cover that? I was wrong.
Yeah,
about all
because I
that.
got her in March, so we'd had her for a few months before.
Right.
I got to a backstory. I think Shane knows. I got a Great Dane from Mexico.
Oh.
And Daniel was fairly sure she was full of cocaine. I can assure you,
Oh no!
her level of sleepiness, she was not full of cocaine.
I think there's
very
the Great Dane inside and out. No cocaine.
No cocaine in the Great Dane. She's
Right.
very lazy. My exciting news from this week, Dan, I already told you, but I'll share with everybody else. A lifelong dream of mine has come true.
What is it?
Something I've been working towards my entire life. I have grown a vegetable that is sufficiently large enough to enter in the Saanich Fair.
Oh my God! Which
I know.
What category?
It's a scallopini squash, and it is usually about this big. It's usually about, I don't know, 2.5 inches around, and mine is like a foot around.
How did you?
Huge.
Okay.
Okay.
Was this? Sorry, we all have questions.
Paul, you go first.
Ask away. Ask away.
Paul, you go first.
Yeah.
That's very polite of everyone.
Yes.
Was it through the purposeful need to grow a huge vegetable or neglect? Usually,
No, it was well, I eat a little bit of both. Okay, no, a little bit of both. So I'm trying to grow giant pumpkins.
Okay.
And so I was like working the hell out of the pumpkins, but the patty pans or the scallopinis were in the same bed. So they gained the stuff that the pumpkins were also given.
They ate their twin in the womb, kind of.
Kind
Yeah.
of. But they mostly just took in the fertilizer that was meant for the big pumpkin.
That's how you describe it when you eat your twin and you're trying to not make it weird. I ate the fertilizer that was in the. That's how you say it.
Your dad's cum? Sorry. I'm sorry. The first time back. No, we're starting. You guys said we wanted to keep it classy.
You're doing great. Everything's fine. Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, the Scatolini category of the Sandwich Fair is quite.
Scalapini?
Scatolini.
Oh, sorry, that's a guy I know.
A good Italian performer. That's what you did there.
But it's quite competitive at the Sandwich Fair.
I know. It's
Are you nervous?
grand prize. The grand prize is $3.
No.
It's weighing heavily on my
No, it's not. No,
Do you get a ticket?
what are you talking about? Wait.
You still have to pay again.
What do you mean it's $3?
That's the grand prize.
Nothing makes $3. $3 isn't a real amount of money. That's not a thing. Nothing is
Yeah.
And a loony is
Three-
the grand prize.
Oh, I was picturing a giant check that says $3 on it.
Oh,
So I wish. But you also get a blue ribbon, which is the most important part.
Whoa, yeah.
So we're doing a family event to the fair on Sunday to see how I did. Daniel, if you're interested.
Oh, I'm coming. I was already gonna go. I can't wait. I haven't been able to go.
Monday morning,
Okay,
sister and I are going to be surprised to check out if I won or not in the big
Oh.
vegetable.
I just want to pet a cow.
Oh, and the tally-ho horses. Those are my favorite ones to.
I've never pet a cow before.
Well, just
Yeah,
what if you
pet a
win?
cow?
What if
I've
you
never-
win, Sarah? Then you can actually have enough money to take the bus home afterwards.
I don't know.
It's probably 3 zones for me. It's not enough.
That's two. That's 3 zones, man. Langford, there's no way.
I'm in
Dude.
Langford, man. Now that's many zones. That's like a 7-hour bus ride.
Oh no!
Bro, $3 is not a real amount of money.
It is, and I'm thrilled. I am not shitting on that $3.
How did I land?
Take it and run.
How did I land on that?
Well, because usually the people who are inducting their patty pans are 6 years old.
Or 70.
Yeah.
We're
So
not-
they're paying them out of their own pocket,
Yes.
dude.
Yeah, but I still have to pay $10 to get in to see if I won or not.
No. $7, possibly.
Is it? I think it's 10.
Well, 7 if you win.
If you win.
Oh, right. I get it. Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Right.
Should've been cute.
Not very
Should've been
clever.
cute.
Okay, so do you get to eat the squash? Can I see it, or is it
No.
outside still growing?
No,
Oh,
giant squash.
But would you like me to get it?
Yes.
It's right there. It's right there.
Yeah, go get it.
What is that?
Get
Is Dan also getting his squash?
I just wanted to make-
I thought he was
She's good.
doing
Read-
like a
Where did she go? She said it was right there. Oh,
holy shit. Wow.
why is it so flat?
That's the type it is.
What are you
It's patty
talking
pan.
about? That's not gonna win anything.
Beautiful.
Patty pan
I
squash.
can't see it.
Usually
That's
like
what we're
a plum.
That's amazing.
Isn't it? Thank you, Paul.
Put it on like a hat. Put it on like a hat.
Oh my god, it's like I'm from Mario.
Sorry, Mario.
Okay, Shane said Saga earlier also, so it's okay.
It
I
looks
thought
like a
squash
pale-
was like. I thought it was. I've never seen a squash like that before in my life.
That's bad.
Patty pan squash, they're delicious.
They were delicious when they're normal sized. Ugh,
Yeah, this one's not big.
not edible. Not
Too
edible.
big.
Did they
It's too
get?
big.
Did they get gross when they get big? Paul, do you seem to? I feel Paul. I'm getting a vibe like you know about growing stuff.
They get really stringy, and the seeds are too big.
Ladies.
Yeah.
Are you a gardener?
Yeah, well, I mean, I like plants. Let's say that. I've done some gardening for sure. I have a shit gardener right now, but it's because I stopped giving a shit. But yeah.
Oh, I got a wicked garden. I got probably 40 pounds of tomatoes coming. I got
Holy
zucchinis. I got
shit.
pumpkins. I got I got round cucumbers. They're like little cucumber globes.
Oh, the
And I've got
cucumber.
cucamelons. Oh, I got cucamelons. But these are different. They're like this big.
Well, maybe next year you can win $9.
Change from a 10.
Okay,
You need to get my money. Anyway, that's the only thing that's new with me in 2 years.
that's it. Yeah, all right. I don't.
Our backyard's done.
Oh yeah,
Got our backyard.
I don't even think we've
My neighbor
started.
died. My neighbor died.
Oh yeah, Sarah's sketchy neighbor dead. died. One that we used to talk about all the time, dead.
Really?
No, it's good for the best. He was a troubled man.
How did he die? Did he trip on your switch?
He was crushed by a giant vegetable.
The rumor has it was the fentanyl.
The fentanyl.
Yeah. Usually when somebody owns a house and they die, it's usually something awful like that.
Yeah, or like a raccoon breaking an
Incident.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
They find a beer under their seat while they're driving.
Are you, Paul? Are you vaping too? What was that?
Oh, this is just a little ginseng drink I'm having.
That's the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Oh my god.
You never get these?
No.
Well, you're getting on
Dude,
those and I
from
wasn't
Chinatown?
sure what it is.
Did you steal that from a hummingbird?
I was
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Alina gave me this and I wasn't sure. I couldn't remember what she told me to do with it.
Looks like blood.
There's a little tiny straw you put in there, and it's just like it's like a little mini coffee. Zing!
Oh,
Crazy.
What? Where do you get these from?
Chinatown, they're like $2 a pop. They're really good.
Oh, you can get one if you win your dodgeball thing.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That's what I'm going to spend my winnings on.
The straw's $2, so you'd have to save up for the straw. So that's $4 in total.
Damn it.
yeah. I'm gonna be really upset if it's a mini X-Lax because
Oh gosh, damn it. Okay. You guys
What's
want
it with you in 2 years?
what's I don't know, nothing, man.
Went on a bike ride.
I went on a couple,
Got a new tattoo.
bike rides. I went to Europe. Did we talk about that? Yeah.
We always talk about your fucking travel. God. When you found yourself in fucking, I don't even know what.
Italy or Italy. Italy. All right. Well, what the hell's your problem, Sarah?
Well, I have a number because it's been 2 years and you know how hateful I am.
Yeah, well, so
But
you don't have to do them all. We don't have to do them all.
I know I'm not going to do them all today. I think I picked my current hatred is Facebook Marketplace. Fuck Facebook Marketplace. It's the only place to sell things now, and it is the most irritating thing on earth. I'm currently trying to sell a motorhome, and let me tell you,
I thought you were gonna say I was currently gonna sell a squash on there.
sell giant scallopini. No, I'm trying to sell a motorhome, amongst other things. I'm also trying to sell a bathing suit that I bought, but no one wants it.
I just sold a bike on there, and here was my problem was I put the bike on there and then nothing. I got nothing for like a month, and it's a very nice bike. And then I put a $6 ad into it, and I sold it in like 3 days.
See, I upsold it. I did. I paid $9. 3 days at $3.
Damn, weird.
My listings.
The amounts of money that are getting thrown around on this show are very.
Yes. You guys have weird prices on this podcast.
Yeah, dude. Everything is weird.
This is a time machine podcast. And we go back in time and pretend like these are only $3.
Exactly.
They're affordable.
Yeah, marketplace. I have a lot of good luck with marketplace, to be honest. For the most part, like whatever I buy a lot of stuff on there, and I rarely have any weird issues. And people have horror stories. I don't really have any of them.
So, like this morning at 9 o'clock, I got a message that said, "I'm interested in this." I'm like, so I didn't really know what to respond with. Like, okay, so I said, "Well, it's available." Crickets. Like, it's not like it's a $2 t-shirt. It's a fucking $20,000 motorhome we're trying to unload here. Like, It's just weird. And the other thing that's frustrating me is you can't change right now where your radius is. So all my ads are in fucking Vancouver. Well, I'm not going to Vancouver to buy a new pair of Crocs, Michelle. So fucking rein it in.
Yeah.
And just let me see the West Shore. That's all I want to see. I'm definitely not driving to Nanaimo if I'm not willing to drive to Esquimalt.
Yeah.
I've been looking for rims for my car, and they're all in Vancouver. But my radius is not. I don't want to look in Vancouver. I don't want.
The radius doesn't work when you live on an island. They don't, because there's like a huge space of water that's encompassed in that radius. It's bullshit.
I don't like it.
I'm not trying to buy rims from a seal. You know what I mean?
Do you want me to pick rims up for you?
Well, when are you going to?
Oh, I'm going Wednesday.
Can we do this later? Fuck.
Yeah.
But what's the thing, like, so if you're selling stuff, why aren't the people that want to buy it coming to you?
Well, I think that they want you to spend money, so they make your ad more visible.
It's not money to people who are on their phone. You know what I mean? Like, it's not things. It's like Instagram. It's just like they're screaming. They're like, shirt. I like shirts. They're like, bow and arrows. Cool. That'd be cool. Are you interested? Like, that's what I'm doing sometimes when I'm just like doom scrolling, but going through things. It's like retail therapy, but you're affecting people's lives who are like eagerly waiting you to buy their $20,000 motorhome.
Yeah. Like, don't approach unless you are actually going to buy the thing.
No, you're gonna get the looky-loos. You're gonna get tire kickers for sure.
I don't want tire kickers. I just want somebody to get this motorhome out of my driveway.
What are you selling it for?
$9.
Yeah, $7.
$8. $22,500.
20.
Wow. Open to offers. It's a 30-foot motorhome.
I'll give you $3 for the motorhome.
I'm gonna need.
I'll take that patty pan off your hands.
The one thing I hate about Marketplace is when you do a deal and then it happens, everything goes well, and the best part is if you leave it outside your house and they pick it up and you never have to talk to them.
Yeah.
But then you get a message later that says, "Hey, do you want to hang out sometime?"
What?
Like,
No.
No, that's never happened.
Of course this happened to you.
This happened to me at the time it was a guy that I did talk to, and then I was like trying to be polite, and then I was, a lot of my social anxiety, if someone is telling me about something that I don't know about, I'll pretend to know about it, and then they think I'm in this like
you can't do that.
They think I like understand cars or something, and then I'm like, I'm at a car meet in front of Tim Hortons, and I'm hanging out with this guy that bought my fan that I was ordering over on Marketplace.
I feel like there's more to this story, Shane.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, well, this is just one of many.
You can't pretend to be into something because someone else is, for several reasons. First of all, because it will lead you down a weird trail, and then you got to keep lying, and then it just gets worse and worse. And now the one lie has led you off your path onto some other weird place. And now you've encountered other people through that lie who are now compounded onto another track. Do you understand how far away you are from your actual where you're supposed
sometimes
that's how your life gets to be chaotic. And
I know.
Oh, you do?
People pleasing. And like
no. You're really good at it. You're really good at it.
You're really good at it.
Sometimes you get in so deep you marry them, and then you're fucked forever.
Whoa, did that happen to you?
No. But
no. Hold on. What? Are you talking about my brother-in-law right now?
Zach?
No, like when you're dating, like, yeah, that sounds super cool. And then you're married and they're like, remember when you said you wanted to live on a boat and now all he does is send me fucking Facebook Marketplace ads for boats. He's like, we could live on this for 3 months. I'm like, fuck you. I'm not living on a boat, but now I'm in too deep. And now he wants to spend our retirement buying a tugboat and fucking living on it.
What?
And I don't want to do that. Tugboat.
You don't even want to.
Cutest thing I've ever heard in my life.
A tugboat, at least you could pull a whole thing of squashes in the back.
That's my Great Dane.
Or just one really, really good one.
With a Great Dane's head sticking out of the top of the tugboat.
Sure, he does that in my smartphone.
Yeah. I think that's the reason for the high divorce rate. I think because people date and they put their best foot forward, and then you don't actually know the person, and then 6 months later you're like, who is this person? But then you're like, fuck it, and then you just marry them, and then you move to Langford, and then that's it. That's what happens.
I like them.
Oh, what?
No, like sometimes it works out. Like we're still married. It's almost
what were you gonna say, Paul?
So Dan, do you think you think worst foot forward? You start just coming at like fucking train wreck out of the gate.
Well, that's funny. That's like the Costanza method, right? I live with my parents, But I mean, just being honest. Like if somebody says something that you don't vibe with, it's better to be like, oh yeah, no, that's not for me. And then if there's too many of those things, be like, well, this was fun, but see you later. You're so much better off doing that, because then you end up with somebody you're actually compatible with rather than just trying to force yourself into some situation because you want everyone to like you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like
Ending.
if you go on a date and you wear a toupee, but you're bald on the first date, and then they know you as the guy with hair, and then all of a sudden, yeah. My problem is, this is my biggest issue, is that people bring up movies that I haven't seen, but I feel like I have to say that I've seen it to keep the conversation going.
No.
They're like,
No
what's
way.
your favorite scene? And I'm like, you know when he went on the bus or whatever? I'm like, I panic, and I'm like, and then
You know when they had to keep the bus over 50 kilometers an hour or it would blow up? Like, remember that part?
or like, and then when he said he slipped on banana people, and I have to or a banana peel, and then I have to fake laugh like, I
Okay,
remember that.
Shane,
Don't
here's
say-
how you keep the conversation going. You say, no, I haven't seen that movie. Is it good? And then you just ask them questions about it. Because they would rather that you haven't seen the movie probably so they can tell you about how good the movie. People want to tell you about the stuff that they know about.
But then that's the other thing I hate is I don't want people telling me the plot of a movie I haven't seen.
Oh, then don't. Tell them not
I
to.
hate that.
Just tell them, you got to just tell them. This whole podcast is now just therapy for Shane.
Dang. Also, there's no way that that's your worst problem. There's no.
Yeah, zero.
I'm sorry, as somebody who knows you pretty well.
Yeah, you're right, Paul. It's when I say I'm good at magic. Like that's my icebreaker. And then next thing you know,
Yeah.
I'm at a birthday party with cards and I don't know what to do.
That happened.
Magic the Gathering?
Is this your card? Oops.
Drop them all over the ground. Oh, he's gonna do one of those cool things where the card's in my shirt pocket, and he's like, "I'm not actually."
Oh,
Yeah, all right. Facebook Marketplace. It does. It's a racket. It's no.
Although, might I say, today Facebook Marketplace maybe saved our cat. My wife, Alina,
Plot twist.
was selling a jacket, or had sold a jacket maybe 3 months ago. It's been sitting in our front lobby. The lady just messaged her and said, at 2:30 in the afternoon, "Hey, got the jacket finally. Thanks. The cat was lovely." Neither of us knew the cat was in the front lobby. We went down.
Whoa.
The cat had been down there for 3 hours.
oh my
Ran in, ate some food, and now she's okay.
I thought you
Put
I
it
thought you were gonna say the cat was in the jacket.
I also thought
the
that.
whole time.
Yeah, thanks for the cat. Also,
Oh my God, there's the pocket pussy in here.
there it is.
No.
Is it true, Paul, that you had a bit that you used to do where you would wheel out a VHS TV combo situation, and the VHS would be a tape of you doing stand up, and then you would heckle yourself doing stand up? Is that true?
No,
That's not true.
that's not true. I've never done that.
I've been telling people that you do that.
I had a cassette tape that I would play and heckle myself from the cassette tape recording of me doing stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It got passed down the line, and when it got to me, you were doing it on a VHS tape.
Telephone.
Telephone.
Isn't it that you sing that song, Paul? It's not part of the cassette thing.
That's part of it. Yeah, it was one of the many beautiful cassette bits I did. I try to stay relevant for the chitlins.
My favorite thing that you do is when you start singing and you go "unfor," and then you look down at your hand and you go "gettable."
Yeah, pretty stupid. Pretty good.
Yeah, it's really good. It's very, very good. Sorry, I just had to sidetrack there.
Or Sean Prowlove had a bit where if he was bombing, he'd be like, "Well, I'm gonna have CDs for sale over there," and it's when I was killing, so he makes people buy the same set that he did well at to different audience.
Oh yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Excellent. That's very funny. Hey Paul, what the hell's your problem?
Oh man, let me tell you. Do I hate white people?
Paul is white. Paul's white for the listener.
Oh yeah, self-loathing white over here. Here I am.
Is that really what you hate? White people?
No, it's fine. But I mean, who says my Lanta? Ugh,
Atlanta?
my Lanta.
Oh, that is.
You're saying you're more of a multigrain guy then.
Yes. Heckling.
Or roughage.
Yeah. I'm a colon cleanser. I don't know.
Weirdest Meredith Brooke lyrics.
What did I did write that? Oh, the word ginormous. Is that worth talking about?
Yeah, that's a
I don't like when people make up words and then those words. I thought my sister made up the word ginormous in 1991, and I hated it. I made fun of her, and now everyone says it. And now I look like an idiot. Is that happening again? It's happening again. Okay.
What would you use instead of ginormous?
Big or giant or enormous. Putting words together and being like, those are words now. I guess
I don't like it when people say awesome sauce
oh my God.
or awesomeness.
Awesomeness. Yeah, the nisses. I do hate the nisses.
Yeah,
Deliciousness. Deliciousness. A little bit of deliciousness.
Actually, a server at the restaurant I was at before the podcast, I was paying and she said radical, which kind of like took me off.
I like that. I like that.
I don't.
It would after my card declined, which was like not even like I thought it was a cool word from the 90s. So like, oh no.
You can't own a home
Radical.
and have your card decline.
Yeah, you own a home. And
These don't.
It's because I was using someone else's card by accident.
how do you own a home and I don't?
I don't know even how I own a home.
Yeah, we all know how you own a home.
Me? You see that thing there? That's where I live up there.
Yeah. Scooches into the attic.
I live.
What's the other one that I really don't like? That's another.
Sponget?
Oh, amaze balls.
Ew.
That's the worst one that you can say. I think if I was dating a girl and she said amaze balls, I'd break up with her.
No, I don't know. There's a. Maybe
I think I would.
Ironically.
Amazing.
None of you guys live with a teenage boy who says
Oh, what kind of?
and Riz.
Okay. I got questions. Is he home?
Yeah.
Okay, don't do it yet, but we might have to get him in here. I want to know okay, because I know what Riz means. I learned because Tara, my partner has around. Sorry, and my partner is 17. No, she's not. She's 41. But she has nieces, and they're like 19 and 20. And I asked them what Riz meant, and I found out. I know what Riz meant. Riz is short for charisma.
It is.
Yeah.
You're rizzing people. I don't mind that one. I think that's okay. I don't know. I had to look up what no cap meant. I think we talked about this on the podcast, actually, 2 years ago.
Maybe we did.
Maybe we didn't. I had to look up what no cap and cap meant. Do you guys know about that?
Yeah,
The sky's the limit.
No, it means you're if it's cap, it means you're lying. And if it's no cap, it means that you're not lying.
Is that from culpable? No.
I don't think so. I think you're giving way too much credit.
Yeah, you're giving way too much credit.
The
Kids don't know what the fuck they're saying.
The young kid. Sorry, I just had something in my throat. Sorry, I was just making with the raccoon. A young kid at my work said dead ass, and I had no idea what that meant.
That means like very true. That's like
Like serious. Like I'm serious about that. I'm dead ass about this.
dead ass. I think is that's okay. I think we can say that as older people. If you said dead ass, I don't think that'd be weird. I'd be
You put it with serious, like I say.
yeah. I wouldn't say serious. I wouldn't just say dead ass. I would be like I'm dead ass
serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I say that. I think I say I'm dead ass serious, but I wouldn't just say I'm dead ass. That's funny.
What about 4x4? 4-4. If I did your 4-4, Dan looking for 4.
What does that mean?
4 plus 4?
I don't know. 8
Means you 8. That's 8. That equals 8. That means you ate it all. There's no crumbs. Dan, no crumbs. He fucking
That's
looks
just a
good, bud.
joke.
Jack, you look good.
Dude, are you making this up?
No, man, you ate it.
I know, but but they say you ate. That's a thing.
You ate?
So
You ate? You can do 4 plus 4. You can go like 4 times 2, bitch. Oh, 4 times 2. Look at you.
okay, but are you making that up?
What do you mean the math class?
I don't know if I don't know if I trust you or not. Like, is that a thing kids say? Or are you just
Trust me.
like, I don't know if I trust you. Bust on a slide whistle.
I might be the second oldest person here. Don't trust me.
Or you say heavens to Betsy. That's a new one too.
How old are you?
44. Bitch.
Oh, you are the second
I-
oldest. You are the second oldest person here.
I'm older than that.
They're 63 years old.
63.
Wow. Looking
No,
good, Sarah.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
She looks like you found Pat Boyle in a lake.
Like,
Kind.
Sorry, that was really mean to both people, and no one knows who that is. Okay,
Pat?
but I like how you said 8, and then you said no crumbs.
Yeah.
Is that? Did you make that up, or is
No. This is the thing that I heard. It's like you ate it all. You ate it up. I don't know the direct origin, but it's
because if somebody went on stage and killed, and then I was like, "Damn, good set, man, no crumbs." That's actually sick. I like that a lot.
I like that a lot too. I like
That's great.
leaving nothing behind. That's
Yeah, you fucking killed. You ate, no crumbs.
Yeah.
That's very good. I'm gonna start. Am I allowed to start saying that?
No, dead ass. Say it.
Yeah. I have so much riz.
You do not have enough riz to say
Hey,
that.
get my nephew up. Get my nephew up here. I want to know what Sigma means.
I don't know, but he says it literally 300.
Get him up here.
I'm just texting him.
Oh, yeah.
okay.
Last time we did this podcast, you couldn't text him because he didn't have a phone yet. So that's something that's neat. That's happening.
Wow.
Now we can just.
11. Oh my God, he got his schedule today. Kids these days. Huh.
What is his schedule?
What about it?
Yeah, what the hell is the most vague?
So good. It's like here's what his grade 11 first semester is. Modern European warfare or something.
What?
Or modern Europe.
Yo,
Like,
your kid is making up a schedule. He's playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare. He's fucking with it.
He has that. He has athletic training for serious athletes. He plays hockey at school, and it's
You
like
put him in the hockey
creative writing. That's
What
his
down
semester.
straight up Sigma. This is a Sigma man.
Yo,
A Sigma cool dude.
that's it.
That's
That's all. There's no
great
math.
year.
There's no like. What is he?
Well, the modern Europe thing is socials, and the creative writing is English,
Yeah.
and then the hockey the athletic training and hockey are PE credits.
And math is just on your phone now. You don't need to do math.
No, he does math next semester, math and biology next semester, along with mechanics and hockey.
Dude, this kicks ass. I would not have been doing drugs at school if I could have been having fun at school. This is
He's
awesome.
doing power weightlifting.
Dude, that's sick. My school for
Wow.
me was smoke weed in the parking lot, walk around with a skateboard to try to look cool, and then smoke weed at the park and don't go at all. That was my schedule.
That sounds more like it's your parents' fault than the school's fault.
I mean, yeah. yeah, maybe. But either which way, that was my schedule. Is he coming up here to tell us what Sigma is? Oh, she muted. She can tell him. Paul, what else?
Get up here right now.
Do you have any?
Do you know what
Paul, do you have any
is?
stigma? Paul, do you have any personal problems you need us to help you solve?
Man, I am so good at talking about myself.
You don't have to.
With all my problems, I'll come up with one.
Okay, well, good. The nephew's here. Jude's here. Hey, everybody, this is my nephew, Jude. How old are you now? It's been 2 years since you were on the podcast.
I'm 16 now.
No, you're
Oh, yeah. Oh,
you're
oh,
not 16.
hey, man, listen, no chicks are listening to this. You don't have to lie about your age.
I'm 15.
Orbo is. Okay, we need to know. Can you tell us what Sigma means?
Kind of like it's kind of hard to explain.
We'll try.
Dude,
You don't need it's picking you up. You know,
Just pick up the mic.
Just as a radical just in a sentence.
use it in.
So
I'll use it in a sentence.
Yeah. Yeah. First of all, use it in a sentence.
that person is a Sigma male.
Oh, okay. What does that mean?
It means like an alpha male.
Oh, an alpha? It's
Just another Greek
like
letter.
another term for alpha man.
it's another term. Paul, he just called you an alpha man.
I was gonna say no wonder we didn't know what that meant.
Yeah. Wait. Oh my god, dude, that's actually so funny. All three of us being like, "What's Sigma? What does that mean?" Hey, a bunch of fucking dorks.
We're gonna pick
The
up
type of
bully in this podcast, but
Yeah, okay, but cool that my 15-year-old nephew just came on and accidentally bullied us. Okay, I have a question for you, Jude. Can you please explain what modern European warfare is?
Your social studies class.
Dude, I've been in social studies for like 8 months. I could not tell you.
Skipping it? What do you mean?
Modern European.
Maybe it's not warfare. Maybe it's like modern European conflicts or something.
How modern? Like you're talking 20.
Like I would say
World War II.
World War II and on.
Oh boy, you guys are in here for a treat.
No, we don't want to hear you get phoned up.
So in 1939, Adolf Hitler invaded.
Okay.
That's explaining World War II to us like we've never heard it. That's
What Skibbity Ohio brings me?
alternate.
Skibbity Ohio toilet. Call the leave.
Oh my God, you guys are not going to believe this. I'm explaining World War II.
Okay.
and that's how IKEA was invented.
It was a little man named Adolf Hitler.
Not much of a painter. Oh my God, that's so funny. Okay, well that was
Yeah, I feel like a Sigma man's like, to me, that's like, you got alphas, it's all just Greek letters, but it's like Sigma, Beta, Phi, like it's like a frat boy. It's a frat.
Oh yeah.
Like a sportsman who's good at school and good with crush with the ladies. He's got a little swoopy blonde hair, like a real Jew type, right?
you. First of all, stop hitting on my nephew. First,
He's dead ass hot. Buzz.
But is that like the opposite of like a beta male?
yeah,
No, not the opposite.
but why not just say
Or
alpha?
is alpha?
It's not.
Because we say alpha. This don't sound like
Is it because alpha's bad now because of like what's his name, Andrew Tate and stuff like made it bad, so they need a new word.
Hooverman. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
I thought alpha was derived from the show Elf. Isn't that why they started going alphas?
Yeah, that's Shane. Correct.
It's like modern art warfare.
Shane, what do you hate?
Oh, I have a few things going on. I hate when my partner, alpha male girlfriend,
Your Sigma Rizbot.
she upsets like a group of bros, and then I have to prepare myself to get punched because they're not going to fight her.
Tale as old as time.
Yeah,
Tale as old as time. Can I ask you something?
yeah, sure.
Why are you in a position where that could even happen? Where are you at? Are you not a homeowner? Like, should you not
I'm not living in a castle like to defend off the bros. Like,
Yeah, but like, where is this happening?
so
I just can't imagine this happening in my life because where am I at where like I'm almost getting in a fight? You know what I mean?
So this happened like
I do.
2 weeks ago.
Right.
We are on Gabriel Island for a little
There it
vacay.
is. That place.
But
is
then
dry.
one of the ferries broke down, so there's a huge lineup of people trying to get the ferries.
Right.
And then there was 3 cars that were full of bachelorette girls and bros from North Vancouver, and I only know that because it said it on their license plate. But they all had no sleeves and like really expensive running shoes on. And my girlfriend went the wrong way and accidentally cut them all off in the line. And they were very mad. Very mad.
Okay.
So the guy started yelling at us, and we just rolled up her windows and locked the door. And then I was like, "Oh no, I left my water bottle in the trunk," and I had to get out. And I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna quickly get out. Make sure you keep the doors locked, but let me in when I come back," because they're all like surrounding us, kind of thing.
Crazy.
Like on purpose
Yeah.
around you, or just where their cars happen to be?
So they did this maneuver where when we cut them off, they drove around us and just parked so we couldn't get past them. They did this. I've never seen it before in my life.
All of that sounds insane. Like, why wouldn't you just be like, oh, hey, sorry, yeah, we'll back up. And then they're like, okay, no worries. And then it's just solved. Like, why would you not just like,
No, because he's a people pleaser.
because he's fucking beta. That's why.
Well, there's a number of issues happening. I was scared and like not. I wasn't like really into like getting into like a conflict. And then my girlfriend was really hungover, so she was vomiting out the door. So it really showed our, our weakness real easy.
Well,
then-
you guys all had sleeves. That pissed him off.
Yeah. I like how they're the shitty ones because they didn't have sleeves, but you're peeking out of your car and cutting them off.
Yeah.
But we were in
Fabio.
the wrong kind of thing. But I was fantasizing because I heard them talking the whole time because my phone died. So all I could do is just raw dog the wait, and not have any like, I didn't have a book or anything. So I'm just listening to their conversation. And I found out the guy that was the most mad, his name was Josh. And so I thought about this whole scenario. If we all get on the ferry together, I'll be like, oh, hey, Josh, it looks like we all made it on the ferry.
Yeah,
But
tell him
then I saw him and I'm like, no, I'm not this.
to throw you off. You would never do that. How often are you fighting with people in your head?
Oh, a lot. A lot. Actually, someone called me out the other day where I'll say, yeah, I really don't like this person because, but then he said, when you say you don't, this guy I'm friends with said, when you see someone that you tell me you don't like, you go, oh, hi, nice to see you. I love you. Like all this stuff.
Oh yeah, that's scary. Don't be that guy, man. You got it.
Well, it's because I don't like conflict. So I don't, yeah. Also, if someone punched me, I would die. Like number one.
Do you think so, or do you think you would snap and just like kill them?
I've
Like,
snapped
everything the rage would come out, do you think?
I'll tell you this, I snapped one time and I've never snapped again. And the only thing I did, I snapped at this guy and I took his hat and I put it in the big bowl of potato salad, which just made it worse. And then we were camping and I had to stay with him for like 2 nights after that. It's like, it made him more mad and he had to wash it off in the ocean.
How's your dad doing? How is Al?
Peachy. He's peachy.
I saw a guy outside of a bar one time yelling at somebody, and then one of the guy who was friends with the guy he was yelling at just walked up to him very casually and took his hat off his head and just threw it onto the roof of the bar and then just walked away.
Oh my god.
It was really funny.
That's a higher up.
That's way better than hitting that. That's a fucking Sigma ass thing to do.
That
Sigma.
dead ass.
I don't really. You know what I hate? I hate vaping.
Oh, that's fucking rich.
We can talk about. You asked me what has been up in the last 2 years. I started vaping. I got addicted to vaping. Backstory, I was like a 2-pack a day cigarette smoker for most of my adult life. And I quit smoking cigarettes about 3 months after I got sober. So I was like 6 years off of cigarettes. And it was truly, to me, like bigger than quitting drugs, bigger than quitting alcohol. Quitting cigarettes was like the one thing that I never thought that I would be able to do. And I did it and I was free. And I was standing about 8 months ago, I'd say. I was standing outside of Heckler's Comedy Club in the underground there. And my friend Hanak was vaping. And I said, let me see that fucking thing. Let me see that, eh?
Oh.
You know, like as a joke. I did it as a joke. I did not think of it as the same thing as smoking at all. And I was like, let me fucking see that. And I hit it and it was like, it made me cough. And I was like, oh, and then I was like, let me see it again. And then that went from like, every time I was there, I was like looking for the people who had you know, the vape. And then every time they went out, I would go out with them. And then I got to the point where like I'm looking around and there's no one there for the vape, and I'm like, "Was nobody here's a fucking vape? What the fuck?" And then all it took was I was just like, "Well, I'll just get my own." And then I got one, and then toast,
Vape.
Yeah.
toast. I was
Slippery slope.
It was a cliff. It was not a slippery slope. It was a sheer cliff. It was an Irish bluff, and I fell into the icy, cold ocean of grape ice vape. And then,
God, yeah.
yeah, and I've been battling back and forth with it. I went on the patch. I made it 2 months.
Vape makes a patch?
No, well, the nicotine pack.
Oh, yeah.
It's Hubba Bubba grape.
It just hovers around your skin.
Meters them hubba bubba.
Yeah.
The rapper.
Yeah. Hubba Bubba rounders. That's so... Oh, can I use that on stage? That's very funny.
I thought that's why we're here.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a meme material. Yeah. So yeah, I made it like 2 days short of 2 months, and I cracked, and I did it again, and I was like, "This man, I've just been battling." But now, I have not vaped in 2 weeks, and I have not had any nicotine at all in 10 days.
Nice.
Up the patch, off the vape. I read that Alan Carr book, The Easy Way to Quit Smoking. They re-released it, but for vaping. And I will tell you, I'm reading it and I'm watching him brainwash me. He's just saying the same thing over and over again for like 200 pages. And I'm watching it happen. And I'm like, yes, good. This is good. It's working. But he's right. It's just like, I'm not getting anything out of this. It's not doing, and I don't know what to tell you, but I just feel like I just don't want it anymore. It just feels different. It's like crazy. But wow, does vaping suck? It sucks so much ass.
You can do it anywhere. You can vape on a plane. They say you can't. You totally can vape.
I was vaping on a plane. I was vaping on a plane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This thing, you can vape anyway. Just do this.
Yeah.
I can. There's smoke coming out of my ear.
And then don't even breathe it out. Just hold it in until it just absorbs.
But then all the smoke comes out of your shorts. That's the worst.
Sorry, you're like, I have diabetes. Sorry. Yeah,
that's weird. I'm actually reading the Alan Carr book on how to not get beaten up by sleeveless bros right now.
You're like, yeah, I don't even want to get beat up by them. It's crazy.
It's a podcast.
Yeah.
I can't read.
It's a TikTok. I'm watching it on YouTube Shorts.
Did you know that the active, what's it called? The ingredient in vaping, diacetyl, that makes the flavors hang to it, I think it's what it is. That's the same flavor in movie popcorn and microwave popcorn. Yeah, that's where popcorn comes from. It's not that it makes your lungs into like gross looking popcorny lungs. It's that it gives you this buildup of this chemical that they use to flavor popcorn.
A guy got that from eating too much microwave popcorn.
Fuck.
That is a thing. He was eating like 5 bags a day for years, and he got really sick, and he almost died.
That's actually, if you guys don't mind, but that actually. Oh, sorry, Paul. Go ahead.
No, Sarah, what?
I just said microwave popcorn's the worst. I'm really trying to wean my husband off of it.
It's so good, man.
See? Get him on vaping.
Yeah, right. Maybe Alan Carr. Alan Carr's easy way to quit microwave popcorn.
He wrote one about junk food also.
Did he?
Yeah. I'm going to read that next because my relationship with the sugary treats is not healthy at all. It's like either I'm blacking out at Dairy Queen or I'm like macro counting calories. It's like one of the two.
Dan, have you found that you went through the whole addiction, segment? It's like you find out that it's not the thing. It's your relationships in general. I mean, like any relationship in your life is going to be fucked, right?
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Unless I actively like try to live with intention in everything that I do, I'm gonna be this autopilot consumption person. It's just the way. What pisses me off about the book by him is that he says that addiction is not. He basically says addiction is not real in a mental illness standpoint, and I'm like, well, I disagree wholeheartedly with that.
Brian disagrees with that.
I'm also reading a Gabor Maté book to like, offset that.
Nice.
Yeah, right on. I'm not really.
Reading some really light summer reading, some real beach reads, eh?
Yeah, yeah. I only read. I'm also reading a Neil. How do you say his last name? Gaming.
DeGrasse Tyson.
DeGrasse.
I was gonna say Neil Young.
Neil Gaiman, I love him.
Yeah, I'm reading the book.
What are you reading?
What's it good? Neverwhere. What's it called? Nowhere. I forget what it's called.
Coraline?
No, it's not fucking Coraline. Hold
I
on.
know that.
Did he?
Yeah.
He just got me too.
Neverwhere. It's called. No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. I'm not even joking.
What happened to him?
He was like he sexually harassed.
Sorry, let me rephrase that. What did he do? Not what happened to him.
3 women accused author of sexual assault. Rolling Stone.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Oh, Coraline. I mean, everybody's name.
Yeah, well, Coraline got me to quit smoking. That's for sure.
You read Coraline and you quit smoking.
It was button eyes.
Right. Cool, man. Yeah, that's what I hate. I don't know. I don't really. There's also like I wanted to also get into. We've been here for a long time now, but also just trying to drive anywhere in any city during the summer. I don't know if anyone else is experiencing the amount of road work. I feel like maybe
It's insane.
here.
I know. Are we supposed to be impressed that our country's in a major boom right now? Like that's what we're supposed to be like. Hey, at least the economy's doing well, but we can't fucking move.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
What it is? Every city is constructing. So
I just don't understand why you're allowed to like be building 2 massive apartment buildings on the same street at the same time on the same block. Like,
yeah,
that's because it's not like it's a housing crisis. Yeah, but they're not building like homes that are going to help that. They're building homes that no one will be able to afford. So like, it's not.
I don't
know that for sure though.
Yeah, I do. It's downtown.
Well, some of them are below market. Sometimes they do a mixed use of both. I don't know. And he pays our mortgage, so I'm just sipping it.
Could you not, like, just take turns? I like. Okay, there's a street called Shelbourne Street in Victoria that has been ripped up, and very much they need to fix it. I agree.
It's a nightmare, but
whatever they're doing is a good job.
It's a nightmare.
Has anyone ever said Shelbourne before? That's Shelbourne, right?
I think I say Shelbourne.
No, you don't.
I think like Shelbourne.
But I say Jason. But I say Jason Byrne. So I don't know.
The Byrne idea.
John White. So,
but they're
but Shelbourne. But you can't. That doesn't count. They're not putting construction in. They're putting a whole new underground pipes in. They have to rip the street up.
But this is my issue: is that they're also doing like 3 different kinds of construction on Cedar Hill, which is adjacent. It's like runs parallel. So now and then also on like Richmond. So then like, where are you supposed to go? Where do you drive?
Stay home.
Do you just drive into the podcast outside of Victoria, or is it just mostly local?
Yeah, no, honestly, it is mostly people in Victoria. So I'm sorry. No,
I'm on board.
No, what I meant to say is there are quite a few people who are not in Victoria also. But we're so cute and lovable that we get away with local references.
Well, I feel like there's enough construction, like I said, happening all across the modernized world, the Western world. People are relating to this.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's every city.
The other thing is that in most of Canada, we're not so much here. There's a very small window where you can do that stuff because of the weather.
That's fun.
And I also think Seattle has the same street, but they call it Shell Bins.
Is that true?
No.
Oh. You know what? You know what? Maybe it's not so bad, eh? Maybe it's not so bad.
Firing me now.
Okay, well, maybe I guess we should probably just call it, eh? We guys want to wrap it up?
Yeah.
I hate how nobody talks about how Fabio got hit in the face on a roller coaster with the Canadian Goose. There. Why are we still not talking about that?
I've talked about that at length.
Thank you.
Or even heard this, and I'm.
Oh, Sarah, you can. No, there's pictures.
He's blubbering, and his face is fucked up. He's the most beautiful man in the world. I'm sorry. You've talked about it. I'll shut up.
No, I've never talked about it on the podcast.
And he's covered in blood and feathers. It's fucked.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Fuck you up. Those things are big.
I know.
He was on a roller coaster, and it hit him in the face. And there's a picture like of him on the roller coaster, like getting hit with a bird. Like it's like
I I am not like, no pride in genocide. I am not a Canadian fellow. I'm not going to be. But when I heard that, I was like, huh, right on, a Canadian goose. It was like my first like bit of,
How do you defend yourself? How do you defend yourself on that?
I don't know, like this.
Oh, I know it. There it is. There he is.
Fabio, what all over his face? I would even looking like Alistair Ogden.
You should see the other guy.
Like Alistair. He does look like Alistair. Or I guess Alistair looks like him because I suspect he's quite a bit older.
Somebody has photoshopped him biting the head off of a bird. The other thing that people don't talk about enough is Randy Johnson throwing a 98-mile-an-hour fastball and a bird just flying in between the plate and getting hit with the ball.
I saw that live.
Exploded.
I saw that live.
What? Really? You were at the game?
No, like on TV when it was happening.
You did?
Yeah, I was watching it. It was
fucking
real.
sick flex, to be honest.
I got a couple sick flexes.
Yo, you're Sigma as fuck, dude.
I am Sigma as fuck. I'm not skibbity. I am not skibbity.
What skibbity?
You don't want to know.
Shit. Skibbity Ohio toilet? Bad.
Ohio toilet. There's so much stuff happening.
Ohio's like a dumb reference. It's like a throw off reference, like a little silly. You want to like, something silly. It's from Ohio.
What?
Paul, I love how much you know.
Yeah,
doing a good job.
I said Kitchener instead.
Toilet.
How do you stay so young, Paul? What's your secret?
Oh, the Peter Pan complex, for one. Just really people pleasing across the town. Keep it light.
It's great. Well, I love you, man. Do you want to?
We never even got to how Paul is an extra in the Harry Potter movies.
Is that true?
You cannot bring that up. That is not. I'm not happy with that. I'm no turf. No.
He was a janitor at Hogwarts. That's what I know.
ED. I was the one who came up with the song.
Is that true?
No.
I don't know why I just bring it up. I'm trying to go with it. It's not gonna
I'll believe whatever you say. I don't know anything. One time I was living in Vancouver and I went to the Pint, like the sports bar, to watch the Sunday of the Masters, the golf tournament. Because I didn't have cable, and I got there and it was just me. The bar was open. I was the only one sitting at the bar, and then this British dude came and sat next to me and was like, "Oh, you're watching the golf?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Great." And then we just like had a beer and we were chatting about golf for like, I don't know, like an hour or something like that. And then my friend Thea came and met me and she sat down and I'm like, "Hey," and she's looking at me and she's looking at the guy next to me and she's looking at me like, "What the fuck is going on?" And I'm like, "I don't know." I'm like, "What is up?" And then she goes, she said the actor's name. I don't know what his name is, but she goes, "That's Draco. That's Dracor. No. Yeah. She's like, "That's Drake." And I was like, "Oh, cool." I had sat with him for like, I had no idea. I didn't know it was him. I had no idea. I didn't know.
He's a jerk. You should have punched him right.
He was really nice. He was fucking so nice.
Yeah.
Not
in the movie.
Oh, in the movie? Yeah. I find out it's him and I fight him.
You Draco shit. Door Harry.
Everything Voldemort.
Dad was one of Voldemort's minions. Jude has a hockey game in 1 hour, so I must vacate.
Yeah. You're gonna what? So you can look at your phone for 45 minutes before you go?
Yeah. What the fuck, Sarah?
I have to make him dinner.
Oh.
I have to nourish him for his last rep tryout.
Yeah. All right.
Or he gets cut.
Sounds like he could use a 4-H club in the school there. I don't know, but Uncle Mac would maybe do this kid a little bonus. Dead ass. No, Ohio would do him well.
What's the dinner stigma?
Kid's got no riz, I'll tell you. Hey, Paul, thanks for coming on, man. You want to shout out? You want to shout things out?
Oh yeah. Check us out on the Hey, What's Your Problem podcast. This welcome back, everyone, and check out the old episodes of the Hay Locker while you're at it. Why not?
Shuts us out. This is this guy. Go listen to Spoutlore.
Yeah, go check out Spoutlore, and also go check out Mallbrats. Our new show just dropped. It's in the new and noteworthy on iTunes. It's we did a big marketing campaign. Go check it out. It's a ridiculous show, dumb jokes, and pretty good characters. Great story. Go check it out.
Yeah, dude. All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you later.